Remember when they put a trans woman in a females-only prison and he impregnated 2 other inmates? I remember. Call me old-fashioned, but I'm glad my mother was a woman. I'm not much of a betting man anymore, but if I was, I would use Kalshi and put some serious money on Trump winning. When I was younger, I asked my dad, if socialism doesn't work, why do people still support it? And he said, because they don't work either. As if making fun of people isn't free too. If you're allowed to vote for Kamala because she's a woman of color, am I allowed to vote for Trump because he's a white man? So atheists believe all this came from nothing, and we're the crazy ones for believing in God. Got it. The government of Peru has done a horrible thing. They classified transgender people as mentally ill. Awful. I hope nothing like that ever happens in America. Ladies, if he's not buying you flowers because they die, the only thing dying is your relationship. Don't forget, the same people that throw a hissy fit if you mention voter ID wanted us to show vaccine papers to buy food. You can't make this shit up. Ladies, if your date shows up wearing a mask in 2024, I think you both need to start seeing other men. Liberal white women complain that it's too dangerous to walk alone at night, and then they sign petitions to release violent criminals out of prison. So Kim Kardashian flew from LA to Paris because she wanted one particular piece of cheesecake, and then she flew all the way back, and yet we're all here forced to use paper straws in order to save the planet? Dating in 2024. So have you always been a Christian? No, I used to be a Christina. Want to stop drunk drivers from killing sober drivers? Ban sober drivers. That's how gun control works. Okay, it looks like coronavirus is making a comeback, so remember the rules. If you go to a party, you get thrown in jail because coronavirus. But if you're in jail, they'll let you out because coronavirus. So as an American, I can only stay in Europe for 90 days. But if I'm a migrant, I can stay forever? Got it. You cannot pick your bedtime. You're 6. You want to pick your gender? That's totally fine. So Joe Biden dropped out of the presidential race this morning. I wonder if anyone's told him yet. Elon Musk just announced that any Twitter handle engaging in impersonation is going to be permanently suspended. Big loss for the trans community. So I can't assume your gender, but you can assume I'm racist? Just wanted to wish a happy Kwanzaa to Kamala Harris, the only person in America that celebrates this fake holiday. So gay people are gay because they were born that way, but trans people aren't their sex even though they were born that way? Got it. NFL stadiums have walls, and fans that haven't paid for a ticket aren't allowed in. Period. Doesn't matter if you've traveled thousands of miles, or if you have a little kid with you, or if you cry outside the gate, they still won't let you in. Fascinating concept. So the left banned prayer in public schools because it's offensive, but they won't let us ban Drag Queen Story Hour because free speech? I wonder what's worse for the kids. So it costs $450 billion to care for the migrants who invaded our country, and yet they told us $10 billion for a wall was too expensive. Got it.
Lunch with a liberal.
It's not colored people. It's people of color. There's a difference. So Elon Musk cut 90% of Twitter's staff, and it's still working fine. Should we try that with government next? These New York City hotels are so expensive. Can I get a free hotel room? I identify as a migrant. I'm kidding. If the government can just keep printing money, why do I have to keep paying taxes? In California, I can't modify my car, but I can modify my gender. Crazy how cold it is now because of climate change.
You said that's why it got hot.
Yeah, it's both. This weekend, let's remember that another way to honor our servicemen is to not send them to die in faraway conflicts that have nothing to do with us. Guys, I know I make fun of COVID a lot, but I'm actually grateful in a way because COVID made me realize who the true psychopaths are in this country. Back when I was in school, if I acted up in class, the teacher would call my parents. But now, a kid can change their gender and it's illegal for the teacher to call the parents and out them. Is this progress? If you can't decide on your own gender, you shouldn't get to decide on our next president. Voting for Kamala Harris is like throwing the Titanic in reverse to hit the iceberg a second time. If it's racist to make English the official language in America, why isn't it racist that English is the official language in Australia? Remember when they put a trans